Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Take us course taking in the journey of X-Men Evolution. This is Season 3, Episode 10, Cruise Control. Interesting title, Cruise Control. Now, last week's episode was really good. Oh my god, I still am thinking about that episode because of the fact that we're getting one step closer to Apocalypse. And there was the spider, which, creepy spiders, but it was all planned out because Mesmero was planning this because literally when the spider formed and the two pieces were connected, which by the way, Angel in the episode was great, Magneto kills the spider. And the spider was, now we're presuming this because we don't know, the spider was heading towards the door, the second door that is now open, and now there's one door remaining to protect that second door from being open from anybody, because to protect it and not let Apocalypse out. And Mesmero planned it all out to Magneto was like, I gotta kill it, I gotta destroy this thing. It's like not realizing that was the whole plan. So I don't know what's gonna happen now, moving on, in terms of how they're gonna handle the Apocalypse storyline. I hope we get to Apocalypse before the show ends, because I don't know if Apocalypse shows up. I have no idea, no clue. But we have a couple episodes more left for episodes. Season 3, not 13, Jesus. 13th season of X-Men, I mean, sure. But Season 3, and then we have Season 4, and then that's it. So I don't know what else we're going to be covering here, guys. So let's dive into it now. Let's check out this episode. Cruise Control. Let's go. Literally a cruise. So, okay. Oh. Ooh.
The best part is, you and I finally get some personal time.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, shit. Come on.
Bobby.
Oh.
Name this movie.
Oh, shit. We're really gonna do a Titanic right now? Do a Titanic right now. Oh, come on. Yeah, exactly.
I got it. It's just a joke. Honest.
Bobby, the idea was to not draw attention to ourselves.
Just use some common sense, okay?
Wow, I can't believe he did that.
Was right there.
Well, they don't believe him. Oh, okay.
Icebergs in the Caribbean.
Felt like this once before, on the plane from Brazil. I just don't do well when I've been away from the ground for too long.
Oh.
Weird. And Tabitha, low profile, remember?
Hey, it's just breakfast. What could happen?
Mm.
You call this eggs Benedict? The hollandaise sauce tastes like glue.
Oh, right. Waffles! I totally love this place. Jamie, cool it, okay? No powers.
Hey.
Oh, man. Do you see any pulp-free orange juice on it? Where's my orange juice? Look, she's a mutant!
Hey, freaks! Why don't you just stay in your cabins?
Cool it, Tabitha.
Looks like we've got some rough weather ahead, so we won't be proceeding directly to the Bahamas.
Don't get on land fast. I don't think I'll make it.
What? Mm-hmm. Who's gonna fly over there? That's cool. Okay.
Look, they're flying the coop.
Yeah, they're all going to that island, yep.
Isn't this better?
No just wait, just wait.
No ex-kids.
Hey, Scott, Jean, some island, huh?
Oh, no.
But maybe those two will. Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, yes.
At least they're enjoying it. Uh-oh.
You sure you don't want any of this, Bobby? I don't do hot water.
Of course not.
You're lost.
Something's gonna happen here. I'm just waiting for it.
Hey, is this water getting
Oh no.
Amara, we have to get out of here.
Oh boy. I mean, this is working, but did they cause a volcano right now? Oh, okay. Holy crap.
Why don't we just leave and you can...
Getting cheers.
We're big time heroes, right? This is
Something's
how
gonna
heroes
happen,
are
though.
supposed to get treated.
If that thing acts up again, we can handle it.
I
Why don't you eat it,
don't know.
Laura? You still feeling sick?
There was a fissure, and when I touched it, I seemed to, I don't know, awaken it somehow. And that thunderhead looks pretty angry.
Yeah, Bobby, how are you gonna stop all that? Jesus. Lucky. Okay. Okay. Ooh. That's crazy.
Listen to me!
That's crazy that she can just, I mean, it makes sense, right? Yeah.
Storm! It's like I somehow merged with the volcano. Like
Seems
we were
like
the
it.
same.
It seems like you're beginning to understand the true nature of your powers.
And there you have it, guys. That was Season 3, Episode 10, Cruise Control. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know if this episode was necessary. Now, besides Amara, like, learning her abilities or basically getting more comfortable and understanding what her powers are and stopping the volcano, that was pretty cool. Okay, that was pretty cool. Like, to see that and everything. She could swim through lava like it's water. It was really cool to see that. But, I don't know. You know, it's one of those things where, and I get it. The more I watch TV, the more I understand there's filler episodes. Now, there were some story progression, small, but there was some story progression in this episode. Like I said, Amara learning more about her abilities and understanding more of her powers, because literally she didn't know she could control and stop a volcano from going off. Like, it was erupting, everything. She technically caused it with her powers, all that kind of stuff, but it was still interesting to see that and to see her basically stop it just by herself and didn't need any help. Like, it was really a visually, like, very visually spectacular in terms of seeing that and her stopping the volcano and all this kind of stuff. It was really cool to see that. And also we had Scott and Jean and progressing their kind of story. Of course, they're not kissing, and I think that's like a thing where the show wasn't going to do that or whatever, but they're definitely more in relationships, so that's progressing that as well. And also, too, we got to see people actually accepting them and actually liking them for using their powers and all this kind of stuff. It was really a nice change of pace. So those are a couple things that are further along in this episode in terms of it's not all filler, but the idea of going on a cruise and there's more people hating on them because of them using their powers when they shouldn't be and everything, it was unnecessary because it's just like, they could have done something else. They could have had another episode entirely where maybe Magneto or just somebody else in general or just some villain was causing chaos on that island, and then that's where they go off to or whatever to investigate or something. There's some sort of connection. They have to go to this island, and that's when they get praised for their powers, and then the volcano. Like, they still could have found a different approach than this cruise, because it was like, okay, they're on a cruise, but not everybody's there, and they have an explanation. Well, Rogue didn't come, and Professor X and Wolverine ain't there, and it's like, I don't know. Like, I understand the show does that because of the fact the voice actors are not all available at times, so and you have to also think about budget, because the more characters that speak are within an episode, the more you have to pay to make that episode happen. You have to pay those people. So I get it. But I feel like they could have done something else entirely to get to the main points they were kind of trying to address in terms of furthering Jean and Scott's, you know, romantic side of things, and also the fact that we have people who actually like the mutants, actually like them for using their powers. And the main thing is seeing Amara using more of her powers and learning more about that and stopping the volcano. They could have found a different approach to handle those things and further them. In terms of the cruise, Bobby just being an idiot and just using his powers, like, the thing is, and this is a fundamental thing, and I get it, Bobby's younger, he's still learning, I get it, but, them going on this cruise, Scott had every right to be really angry and pissed off. He made a giant iceberg, they referenced the Titanic in that situation, he was making other sculptures in the freaking water. Don't use your powers. don't, unless there's a dire emergency. And in the situation of that, Bobby's just showing off. Didn't have to do that. Didn't have to. Now it's fine. No one really knew what else was going on. But then there's breakfast, and there's a Karen, there's a woman there complaining about shit, and then freaking Tabitha or whatever, Boom Boom, I think, is that her name, Boom Boom, throws a thing, and then cause all this rapid, like, cause and effect of, like, oh, now there's fire, and now Gina has to use her powers, and then they're all, like, using their different abilities and shit, and everything's just going down to shit, and they all get exposed for being mutants. Except for Storm. Yeah, so it's one of those things where if Tabitha would not have just done that, if she would have just kept her cool, then this episode would have been completely different. But of course, everything has to go wrong. Of course, every time. I would think 3 seasons, and now Tabitha's the exception because she was a part of the X-Men, or at least part of the new crew within season 2, the new crew, the new team, and the new people being brought in to the X-Mansion in season 2. She's the only exception because she's not been around on the X-Men. She's just kind of like there at school or whatever, and she's just kind of around. But everybody else, especially Bobby, who's been there for a while now, you would think he would know better to lay low, don't use your powers to make sculptures out in the water. Just don't do it. So, I feel like these kids know more now. They should know better. I would think so. But then it's one of those things where we're gonna cause shenanigans and have fun and have crazy moments and all this kind of stuff. And these people in the crews really don't matter because they're just random people. Who gives a crap what they think? I understand. But I just felt like, this episode could have been better. Should have been something completely different. Still covering what they wanted to, but they should have done something else entirely outside of a cruise. Just like, do I need to see them on a cruise? No. I like seeing them going to school in this context in terms of what this show's been doing. I like the fact that we're seeing them do stuff outside of being the X-Men, because that's what the show is. And of course, the 90s animated series in Wolverine and the X-Men, we got to see those elements of stuff too, like them, like these characters doing stuff outside of being the X-Men. But in this situation, we're seeing them going to school, and a lot of them are still in high school and all that kind of stuff. We're seeing them do activities as high schoolers would do and all this kind of stuff, and growing up and using these powers and understanding them, so I get it. But did I need to see them on a cruise? No, because we see them do a lot of stuff outside of just using their powers and using their powers to be heroes and everything, and fighting, the Brotherhood and Magneto and all this. We've seen plenty of stuff, so I just don't think this episode was necessary in terms of the way they approached it. It could have been handled the same way in terms of the 3 kind of plots they were kind of pushing forward, as I've mentioned, and did something else entirely. But that's just me. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm excited to get to the next episode because a number of you guys were commenting saying wait till episode 11, which is next. So I'm definitely excited now, looking forward to that, because this one, I'm glad it's over. It wasn't terrible, but I was like, okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you soon. Peace out.